Now, men don't understand this, but they will after I tell them today. I did not know how important it is for a woman in a relationship with a man to feel emotionally safe. Now, men don't understand this, but they will after I tell them today. If I had to break it down to you using my analogy, what God took out of Adam and made the woman, he took 90% of the emotions that men have, and he made that woman with that. This is my analogy, okay? 90% of the woman is her emotions. That's why she said, well, I just feel like it ought to be that way. I just feel like it's right. You hear all the word is going to always be what? I feel. And you tell us, men, exactly how you feel. The man, Adam, was left with 90% of his logic and reasoning. And only 10% did God leave in the man was his emotion. So a man doesn't feel anything. So when a woman say,
who put this man on the pulpit? Who? Because to say that men lack emotion more than women that's not in God's word. But it does say we were fearfully and wonderfully made, both men and women, flaws and all. He said fearfully and wonderfully made. Think about it. How do men lack emotion when all out through the Bible, men had emotion? Also, it showed that men acted out on those emotions. Cain acted out on anger. What happened with Cain and Abel? He felt angry, so okay, so what did Jesus do when Mary came and confronted him and said, if you would have came earlier, Lazarus would have been still alive? What did he do? Shortest verse in the book. What did he do? Because he was, when Jesus was in the garden with some of his disciples, what did he say? And what was he doing? He was basically saying he was scared, right? He felt scared. It's not that men lack emotion. It's that men are designed more different than women. You see, women don't understand men, nor do men understand women. God didn't put us on here to be in each other's shoes. He created us to be out here to understand without understanding, try to understand without understanding. Because love with knowledge, that's not real love. Love is nonsensical. Basically, Jesus died on the cross. That's nonsensical. Who would die on the cross for people that don't even care about them, knowing that most of them are going to hell? It says in the Bible. It says few find the path of righteousness, but the path of destruction is broad, and many find it. But he still died on the cross after he said that. We got all this outlandish things happening that's showing the end times, but you on the pulpit worried about, hey, let me go ahead and let women feel validated for their feelings, which is, feelings can be dangerous as well as men reacting to anything that they find displeasing as well. This earth will pass away, but God's word won't. So at the end of the day, stop going to these preachers and listening to them validating, tickling your ears, as it says in the Bible, and find the doctrine that's the double-edged sword along with God's word, and just don't have somebody lead you to hell. Because ladies, this man is going to lead you to hell.